Hey, it's Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. Today is the 1st of July, and it is it's like almost 10 o'clock. You can believe this. There's the moon up behind me. You can see that. Yeah, right there. But it's still light out. I'm just doing my evening chores, and you may say, you're feeding chickens at 10 o'clock at night? Well, yeah. We feed them as much as we can, because every time we come out, they think, hey, it's time to eat, so they eat more. And that's the name of the game, is getting them to eat. But anyway, I have something to brief that's very, very, very important. Actually, a couple things. This is just an informational of what the latest thing that's happening from us, the latest volley that we have fired, I guess. We're not just sitting around waiting for things to happen. We're working on this pretty feverishly. This document right here was sent via registered mail and wound up on Keith Cray's desk Monday, maybe Tuesday. He's got it by now though. What it is, it's a request for clarification on the invasive species order. As you recall, Keith Cray on the 16th of last month rescinded the declaratory ruling. Now, what the declaratory ruling is, it is a document that explains the invasive species order. The invasive species order said that all this stuff is illegal. It said Russian boar, said Eurasian boar, it said feral swine, feral pig, feral hog. All these terms, these monikers that it gave, and it said you can't have them anymore in the state of Michigan, and didn't give them any scientific proof or anything like that, and it didn't even say why they said that you couldn't have them. And so the people that were involved in it at the time, it wasn't me, this was way back in 2010, said, we want clarification on this. And the clarification came in the form of a declaratory ruling. And the declaratory ruling that I'm referring to is the one that he just rescinded, the one that said any pig with a straight tail or a curly tail, bug off there, any pig with a floppy ear, erect ear, and all that stuff. And it was foolishness, and we asked them for clarification, further clarification of the declaratory ruling. They refused to give it, so that's why we sued them. We weren't suing them for anything other than clarification of the declaratory ruling, because we want to know if it's us that they're going to show up here one day and haul off to jail. I mean, you're building a business, you want to know if you're compliant with the current regulations, right? And we couldn't get a straight answer out of them. We just couldn't. So that's why we sued them. And as you recall, we went all the way up to 10 days before our trial. They dropped their countersuit against me, which was $700,000, felony arrest, you know the story. Okay, now Keith Cray has dropped, he has rescinded the declaratory ruling, that last declaratory ruling, because Judge Shulka said that it's unconstitutional. And as I've told you, it didn't take a judge to figure out whether it was unconstitutional. Any one of you could pick up your pocket guide to the Constitution and look at the Fifth Amendment, which says that your private property is protected, as well as your life and your liberty is protected under due process of law. And the Department of Natural Resources just leveling an order at you is not due process of law, not at all. They know it, we know it, but that's where our country is right now. The laws that protect citizens are kept from the citizens, are glossed over, they're marginalized, and that's why the citizenry right now in the United States is in the predicament that it is. But I'm here to tell you that that Constitution is a gleaming broadsword, and used properly, it'll get the job done. But we haven't had to use it properly. I mean, me especially, I was gone for most of my adult life, and I just got back in 2004 to the civilian world. And really for that 10 years that I was back, I pretty much had my head down and I was just working, building my farm. So I didn't really know this was going on, but now that I'm involved in this, I see this is going on all over the place. I mean, all over the place. But that's really, we've allowed it. The citizens have allowed it. Now it's time to get it fixed, and we've determined that we're going to do that. Okay, so I just want to let you know that that piece of paper is out there, and it is a demand for clarification of the ISO. And Keith Cray is required by law to respond to that in 30 days. If he doesn't, it's more of the same lawlessness. And it will, you know, it'll be dealt with. I don't know exactly how right now. Here's what we need, okay? Many times I've told you that we need funds to carry on this battle. We need them desperately, okay? They need to go to bakersgreenacres.com, go there and hit the donate button, and please give what you can, but we need it. We desperately need this. That is probably the #1 thing right now. We have some obligations, legal obligations that we have to take care of. Make no mistake, behind the scenes there's a lot going on with this. And they want the public to seem, to feel as though this has gone away and this isn't a major issue. But I'm telling you, this is a major issue. That's why they've poured so much time and resource into it, because they really want to set a precedence for determining what process, what possessions you have that they can just say, well, that's illegal, and it's gone. So right now it's some of us farmers that are dealing with it, but you're next. So get in the fight right now and help as best you can. If there's some real help out there, we could use it. I mean, real help. We're tired of fooling around with grocery money on this. We need some real help. The other thing is, I'm going to ask you to redouble your effort to be calling the governor's office. Just calling them and saying, we want you to come into compliance with the Constitution of the United States. That's a very bold, powerful statement. We want you to comply with the Constitution of the United States. And if they say, well, we're compliant with the Constitution, say, no, you're not. You need to look up the Fifth Amendment and see how it applies to this case with the swine farmers in the state of Michigan. Right? There's not much they can say to that. Also, I need help. We need help for the upcoming event that we're going to have here on, well, it's Sunday the 20th or the 21st. Now it escapes me. But it is a Sunday. It's going to start at 10 o'clock. We need help with the food. We need help with getting things set up. It's very important that we make a real show during this event, because this is the place where we're drawing a line in the sand with these people that are in our state government, and we're saying, you are going to comply with what the citizens want. You are not our rulers. You are there to govern, and you're there to do it constitutionally. And if we send a clear enough message, these people, this is election time, they're going to understand we better do what these people want. We better do what they want. And damn it, they better do what we want, or we're going to vote them out and put in better people. With that, you know, this event is all about getting rid of our county sheriff that we have for his refusal to comply with the Constitution and his oath of